Hey, this is a concept video. It's on a V.U.A.G, if anyone remembers those or recognizes that from 1.8. I actually forget what it stands for, but essentially what it is a cannon that shoots TNT from very high up, and it has its power on the bottom, aligned to the bottom, and then whatever it wants to like bottom, like this one specifically, I have it aligned to this side of the block in the center, so it's center aligned. And then you would shoot something down with a somewhat high velocity, and it'd come down into here, into the block, but it'd be aligned to be above the TNT, so you can have it, so you can cancel out your velocity, have everything come in, and AG, anti-grav over here. This is what this does, except now that they changed the like height of TNT like TNT explosions originate 1 pixel, so 1 pixel that high above 0. So you can't drop it at like 0.0005 or something. It has to be that height plus this amount to actually reach what you could in the previous version. Which means you can't actually 1x1 with stuff like this. You cannot. Sadly, you cannot 1x1. I mean, you can, but yeah. So for this cannon specifically, I have. Wait, yeah, you can. Yeah, you can figure out a way to 1x1, I'm sure. But for this, I have it dropping pretty. I believe it's this number. I'm gonna ignore that for now, but I believe it's something like 0.6 above, or something similar to that. So it's not a crazy amount of TNT that I have here. And so go down. You can see the TNT comes in, explodes. I believe my ratio isn't correct, or my cannon isn't done properly, so it's not going to stack all the way down, oddly. But it does work. It comes down here, and it AGs. I'll show you the AG. You might be able to see it. Not really. If I turn off the powers, you will. Yeah, you can't see it. Okay. I have it coming off 1 game tick after. But if I get rid of my powers, which is right here, you will be able to see it come down. Ah, I missed it, but I will fully get rid of it this time and not try to replace it. I come down here, you can see it AG. It hits and slides up the wall. I only have it 1 game tick, depending on what height you want this to be and how much TNT you have on your V.U.A.G power. Down here, your AG power. You can get different arcs, different heights for your Y. So you can kind of play around to get different Y levels, and then you can also mess around with this. It's pretty interesting, except it has a very major flaw, which some people may have already recognized, and it's the barrel. You can get into this very easily. You can get into it extremely easy. It doesn't 1x1, so you can't make a tunnel like this, where they can try to purl or whatever into it. And let's say they blow this part up, they can just go right up the tunnel. And go up the tunnel, elytra, which is really annoying. Fuck elytras, but yeah. You can go up here and do whatever you want to the cannon, and that sucks. There's different ways you can stop that from happening. One way would be to have not this same exact exposure setup and ratio, but have something different where you would project your TNT out this way, outside of the cannon. Let's say have your scaffolding or whatever. Have it like come through something like this, a 1x1. Probably not a 1x1, but you could get it done with a 1x1. Have it come out here, and then have this TNT, the one that this TNT that shoots it down, up here, and then the rest of it hit right down here. And you'd have to mess with the alignments. So maybe you'd want maybe some chest alignments. Maybe have this, something like this for your power to hit this edge and get into here, or maybe something a little more, maybe something different, maybe something like a grindstone on this side. Probably this, or some combination of these two blocks would make for good exposure. And maybe having your actual TNT get aligned to, and have your actual TNT, like the stuff that's gonna actually eventually hit the wall, hit something down this direction. If you look at mine currently, I have this set up here, so you can actually have your grindstone and your chest all the way down here, using the fact that it goes down Y first and then moves. So you could do something similar to that, where you have it come down in that manner. So there's a lot of different ways to do it, and you have to work pretty hard to find. Well, you kind of have to work to find a good ratio. I was looking for a few hours earlier today and wasted my time looking for ratios that would have worked quite well in 1.8, but I forgot the pixel is where a pixel above is where TNT originates from. So yeah, I wasted a lot of time, and I would have 100% gotten a better ratio for this. And I started making a cannon until it dawned on me that they can just come up into here. But yeah, pretty cool concept. I hope I see someone make something like this. Oh, and I was just thinking maybe as a as a way to possibly get around the issue is some people during raids like to switcher trap on complex specifically. So I can see someone in my faction sitting here ready to just switcher trap someone. I'm sure other people also that plays the server can see that happening. Someone just sits here, and if they want to come in, try to fly up through the barrel, they just switcher trap them. I don't know how switcher traps are set up. I can imagine it's something like this, and throw the switcher and then jump down. Probably a trapdoor. But pretty cool.